What's up, guys? It's Reckless here doing Spec Ops Survival Mode on Resistance. I'm doing it with my friend Pop Your Head Off. This video is going to be in 2 times speed since the actual video is like 33 minutes long. If you notice, we start off just by going around knifing people. Um, this is just to save ammo, and I have to like buy it halfway through a mission. Also, too, it's pretty fun just to knife people over and over and over again. But we usually knife them until like the automatics or the submachine guns, whatever the hell, comes out first. Uh, and then after that, that's when we start shooting them because that's when we start taking way too much damage. The shotguns, they're pretty easy to dodge. If you move in like a Z pattern, you can usually dodge the couple of them. If you get close and they try to swing at you. And then they miss because you're just zigzagging around and they're really bad. But later on, they get better, as you all know. But in this video, me and my friend think we have found Ghost, theoretically, because we find a right shield squad guy that is just a complete boss and decides never to die until after we die, actually. So we go around, I go out and I'm about to buy a sentry gun after this mission. Sentry gun, like, I thought it would be a good idea before, like, I actually bought one, thinking we could put it in the room we were camping in, which, by the way, is actually a really good room to camp in. You'll see in a second what I'm talking about. But the sentry gun really didn't do all that much. As you can see, I have a lot of stuff there. The sentry gun grenade launcher, really bad. It's like I don't quite understand like how it's supposed to work. I understand that it shoots grenades and all that, but like by the time the grenade gets there, I don't know. It's just not very useful in any maps I've tried it on. Maybe it's just placement, but sentry gun is definitely better. And plus, you can have you and your friend both get a sentry gun and just camp it out in a room. This is the house that I'm in now, where we're going to be camping. As you can see, I'm trying to camp, put it in a corner to where it can get it, but it didn't work too well. Helicopter mission: camp inside, wait till he charges or finishes shooting, and then run out, shoot, and then once you hear him charging at the guns, go inside, reload, come back out, shoot it down. Pretty easy. Resistance, I think, is like pretty easy, easier than all the other ones, even as obvious because it is on the easy spec op mission, but it's whatever. Um, you see, I'm putting this sentry gun here, but it's really not that great of a place. As you see, those guys turned red. If you've done survival mode, you know that means they are going to blow up because they have C4 on them. A little trick that I've found out, or not, I don't know if it's just like me, but whenever I see some guy with red pants on, which is a suicide bombers, I shoot him with one bullet, and once they get hit by that one bullet, that's when they trigger their C4. And if you hit him like that one bullet, or that get that one guy in a group of people, he'll just blow everyone up around him, and it goes up for sick multi kills. I think I get one of them in one of the mission or one of the rounds here. I don't remember exactly which one, but yeah, it should be interesting. So we go up and we're about to buy a Predator missile, and the reason we do this is for the Juggernaut round, because the only way to take out a Juggernaut clean is to blow it up with a Predator missile, like straight on. Uh, which is easy the first couple rounds, but once you start getting Juggernauts plus people coming in, here's a Juggernaut. As you see, I wait, and wait till he drops out of the helicopter. Bam, get him. So, as you see, that's like a one-shot kill right there. So, you pretty much buy Predator Missile every time you get a chance to. What we usually do is we both get sentry guns on. Well, since it's a small, we're keeping a small room, we didn't really get another one. But we usually both get sentry guns, and then after we all get a sentry gun, we just stack up with Predator missiles. That way we can take out multiple Juggernauts in later rounds. And that usually works well, but we've had pretty bad luck with the Juggernauts actually spawning right next to us. Like, they jump out of the helicopter and we don't really have time to react. Not to mention the Juggernauts are douchebags and they shoot your sentry gun and they die pretty easily. But one thing we found that was pretty underrated were the rifle squad. Um, we didn't think at first that they would be that great, but actually they are complete boss. Unlike the Delta Force, which are just a bunch of retards with guns that don't really do much except die, and they're just a waste. Um, So just camping here, my friend decides to die and wastes his self-res. That's another thing. Make sure you always have a self-res. So if you die and you use that self-res, suck it up and you spend the $4,000 and buy another one. As you see, like by the end of this game, if you follow like the right weapon switching, you have easily money. Um, I think we had $41,000 when we died, and that's with like spending as much as whenever we could. But as you see, my sentry gun really isn't doing anything in that corner since we can just pretty much camp in this room. I'll put a video of me doing this place all by myself, and I can. It takes me a bit longer, so it probably have to go about pretty fast. I think I got to like run 28 by myself, but it took me like an hour to do it, which isn't all that fun. But I can record it and just put it at like 4 times speed. Here I changed the positioning of the sentry gun, hoping that maybe it can do more work and guard that door. But I think I ended up changing it back. Here we had a Juggernaut come in, and that was probably one of the easiest rounds ever. So you see, I just keep stacking up with the Predator missile. But I mentioned earlier, oh, here comes a ride Spirit Squad, my friend called in. But as I mentioned earlier, weapon swapping. What I usually do is you start out with the pistol, so you knife everyone, pick up the shotgun, the models, and then you use the models until the thing comes out or the next gun comes out. Then you switch your pistol for the new gun, and then you just go back and forth switching weapons and just picking up the ammo that drops. And this way, you lessen the chances that you have to actually go buy ammo. Like I think I buy ammo maybe like twice or 3 times. I don't remember if I bought G36, which is a good gun, but the only problem is they don't drop the actual ammo for it, so you have to actually go buy ammo for it quite often, which is quite annoying and it's almost not worth it. Getting at wave 17, not much trouble. It's actually really easy if you camp in this house. I'm not even kidding you. I'm sure the people that ranked like first place on here did the exact same thing. But I think my solo player rank on this is like 2,000 or some ridiculous number like that. It's really low. Um, as you see, these right shield guys are just blowing crap up. We have one right shield guy that, like I mentioned earlier, survives, and his name was like Aston or something like that, and he became like our god that we worshipped. So right now I'm using the ACR, going back and forth, checking the doors, trying to protect the right shield guys as much as possible. Their one weakness, it seems to be, are the dogs, so you have to make sure when you hear dogs, take them out, because the right shield guys don't know how to handle them. So if you just kill the dogs, the right shield guys can take care of the rest. One thing that doesn't work, ride shielders don't really help you against juggernauts all that much. Oh, I failed there. But I get down and I instantly go buy another self-revive because, I have $23,000, I can risk it. Like, as you notice, if you manage your money right, by the end of the game, or like, you'll just get to the point where money's not the trouble, it's the skill it takes. Here you see it drops 3 juggernauts and 2 people, and I got lucky and I was able to get a double kill with my predator missile, and then my friend got the other one. So there goes that round. I ended up buying a Delta squad, or a right shield squad, just so we can have like double, because I found out we could actually have 2 sentry guns, 2 Delta squads, or right shield squads, or whatever the fuck they're called, and just trying to get them inside now so they don't get killed outside. That's the hardest part. Like they're kind of smart in the way they line up in their formation. They have each other's backs, but they don't like follow you, right? So like right now I'm running out into the street trying to make them go into the house that we're camping in, and it takes them forever to go in there, but we finally do. And yeah, so I'm gonna camp here on the stairs and try not to die as my friend is camping on the other door, and like just watching these 2 doorways, you can pretty much hold down this entire house as long as he has ammunition. As you see there, I picked up the FAD, dropped the ACR, and I was doing the weapon switching technique. I think I go out and buy ammo for this because I didn't pick up the fat early enough, but it's only $750, so it's really not that bad. There is Aster, our ghost. That's when we found out he looked like Ghost, or allegedly he looks like Ghost. Here I found out the C4 that supposedly can kill you doesn't really deal that much damage because the right shooter just ate it, and yeah, I've eaten that before too. Going through some lag, but here we go. Taking down the helicopter. The great thing about this house is that it's completely 100% indoors, so even in helicopter rounds, you don't really have to worry about it because you can just sit in there and kill all the people and like let the people come to you and then kill the helicopters last. The only real problem with this strategy of camping in a house is definitely the juggernauts, and that's pretty much a problem anywhere you go. Uh, the only real solution to taking the juggernauts down is just to kite them in a big circle and go around the entire map, and hopefully you're just like quick enough and fast enough to take out the enemies that spawn around the Juggernaut at the same time. That way you don't get raided by all of them. But if you just stick with the Predator missile, like since we have two Predator missiles, we can take out at least two Juggernauts, unless we get unlucky and like the Juggernaut is a hit marker, like it actually sometimes does. So now we're down to two right shields and that Aster guy, or three actually, and the Aster guy is still alive. And like the reason why I think he's Ghost or whatever is definitely because he runs out into the middle of this like a bunch of people and just starts right shielding everyone and like would take out his pistol and all that stuff, and then like his right shield breaks, he drops it, takes out his assault rifle and starts like pooping on kids. You know, his helicopters start coming out like every round now, and my money's going up even more. You get these rampage money bonuses that really easy. Around 25. Just wait on the partner. That's the most annoying thing, though, is waiting the time. Here's the Juggernauts. I get lucky, and the dog actually like distracts me, and then like I was able to get a double kill on those Juggernauts, and was able to take them out. And my friend actually fails and doesn't kill the Juggernaut, and he dies by it. But as you see, Aster is like the only one alive now. He's the only surviving. Oh no, I still have one more. But yeah, this is when we find out he looks like Ghost, and we just start like partying around him while we're waiting for the time to run. There we go. I go back into the Predator missile, and like the Predator missile, when you use it, pretty much pays for itself because you get like it costs $2,500, and you basically get like 1,500 for killing a Juggernaut. So I mean, it's well worth it. But look, you see Aster like get beat down, and he takes out his gun and starts killing him. So we go with Aster, last alive. I get down and we get unlucky with my self revive. But thank you for watching, and also be on the lookout for solo and team survival mode. Also, campaign walkthrough, multiplayer gameplay, and some Spec Ops 3-star veteran walkthroughs. Peace out.